Hey, my name is Eric, and in today's video I'm doing a review of Personal Capital versus Quicken and which is the right tool for your needs. What we're looking at on the screen right now is a tool called Google Trends. You can get here by going to trends.google.com. Kind of a fun tool to play around with just to see where things are trending. And you can see the search term Quicken has been on a downward trend since 2004. This used to be a very popular software tool for your computer where you can manage your budgets, transactions, export things for accounting, and really was a fantastic tool. But one of the downsides of Quicken is that it really came out before web-based applications. So it was really just like you're getting a CD, you're putting it in your computer. Most computers don't even have CD drives anymore. It's kind of funny because you can see that they still kind of package it like it's a CD that's coming to you. But things like Personal Capital, which have been developed over the recent history where it's all web-based. And the reason I bring this up is when you're comparing the two, Quicken is trying to Frankenstein an old system to try to meet modern needs, where Personal Capital is a modern platform that has been built from the beginning as a web-based application. So that's good to know because from what I've researched and experienced, there's a lot of issues and hiccups with Quicken when it comes especially to Mac users. So one of the things that when you're comparing these two services, the first thing that jumps off the page is that Personal Capital is a completely free tool, where Quicken will cost you $45 for the first year and $50 a year going forward. So that right there is a big difference, right? So if you are just kind of thinking about sticking a toe in the water, you might want to go with Personal Capital first. But do know that when it comes to kind of managing your money and budgets, Quicken is definitely more robust. So I'll show you real quick here, kind of like the budgeting tools. If you go to banking and then budgeting, I've found this tool to just kind of be lackluster. Personal Capital, in my opinion, was not created as a budgeting tool. Really, it is a wealth management investing tool. One of the things I like the most about theirs is the retirement planner, which you saw on the screen here. What this does is run Monte Carlo simulations, which you can plug in a bunch of different information about what you're trying to do with your investments, and it'll give you a projection on how likely it is that you'll be able to retire comfortably. These types of tools aren't really existing in the Quicken Deluxe, where Quicken is more so a budgeting and accounting software. If you do really need that part of it, what I would recommend is there are free tools like Mint, and then there's even a paid tool called You Need a Budget if you're struggling as far as just budgeting for your household. I think that one's like $7 a month, so it's a little bit more expensive at the end of the year, but I've heard great things about You Need a Budget. But when you're comparing these two services, really what I would say is start with Personal Capital, play around with it, see if it works for you. Understand that this is a lead gen tool though. That's why this is offered for free. Like same way like Google's services, Gmail, all that's offered for free. It's because they're collecting your information and placing ads. Well, this tool is free because they are getting your information because you're giving them your retirement accounts and all your different budgets and credit cards. And then they know like, oh, this user has $150,000 in retirement accounts. And what they'll do is they'll encourage you to schedule a call with one of their advisors. Now, it's completely up to you. You don't have to do that. And then if you do get a call with them, you can just say, hey, I'm good, don't call me anymore, and you're fine. You can use the tool. But I will say that their fees are pretty reasonable. I can't speak to their accolades or how good they are as advisors, but I know that their fees are very reasonable compared to what else is out there in the marketplace. The last thing I'll just kind of mention here is really it's just an overlapping two circles, right? Quicken is on one side and you have Personal Capital on the other. They both do similar things. Quicken is really more so if you're looking into accounting, bill pay, and keeping track of your finances. Personal Capital is really more for retirement planning, investments, and keeping track of your portfolio. Another really interesting thing that they do here for investing too is allocation. This is pretty unique, and I think this is great for getting a quick snapshot and an overview of your portfolio. It's a great tool for investing. So the last thing I'll say here is if you are interested in Personal Capital, I have a link in the description below. I'll have a link for Quicken as well. The Personal Capital link, I will make a small commission. It's still free for you to sign up and use the service, so I appreciate you using my link. And yeah, if you have any questions, comment below. I also did do a review video comparing Personal Capital to Mint, so you can see how those two services compare as well. But again, Personal Capital, investing, Mint, budgeting, Quicken, budgeting, and accounting. That's kind of how you can think about those different services. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video and using my link, and I hope you learned something here today, and take care.